and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Jane Paul, and today we are going to be talking about developmental milestones as it relates to a 9-month-old baby. 9-month-old baby. And as we have talked previously, developmental milestones are things or stages that children go through. Things such as saying the first word, taking the first step, all these are developmental milestones. And each child go at their own pace. So when we're talking about developmental milestones and giving them an age group, just know that not every child is going to fit in that box. There are children who develop differently and they are not going to fit this category. However, most children get to do these things at these stages of life, and that's why we talk about it. So use this as a guide for your child as your child is developing, and take action when you need to take one. What do most babies do at 9 months of age? Socio-emotionally, at 9 months of age, your child may be afraid of strangers. It's perfectly okay. Your child may be clingy with familiar adults. They just want to be with people that they know, and that is perfectly okay. At 9 months of age, your child usually has a favorite toy or favorite toys that they will lean towards, they will want during their daily routine. And when it comes to language and communication, your child starts now, makes a lot of different sounds like mama, 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 ba, 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 ba. You may also hear da, da, da. So you'll hear some sounds. They also copy sounds and gestures of other people. So this is a good time to really communicate with your child. So because they copy what they see. They also use fingers to point at things. This is such a great skill for a child to develop. So if you can see a child or your child pointing at things, that is a good thing. When you are reading books, you want to point because remember they copy. So it's a really perfect time to watch your child learn. Your child also watches the path of something as it falls. So they are fascinated with falling items. They notice it. They also look for things they see you hide. So this is a good time to really play hiding things and have the child look for them. Your child will enjoy that. Play peekaboo. This is a perfect time for you to play peekaboo with your child. That way they can continue developing. You'll also notice that at 9 months of age, your child will put things in his or her mouth. Everything they get goes into the mouth. So it's also another time when we need to watch them very closely so that they don't put things that they shouldn't be putting in the mouth. Also moves things smoothly from one head to the other. So we see them being able to cross the midline. The child can have a toy in one hand and they will put it in the other head or put it down on the other side of their body. A really great skill. You also see your child pick up things like cereals between thumbs and index finger or index finger, and So you start seeing really good figure skills during this time. For movement and physical development, your 9-month-old baby stands holding on to things. So you see your child explore standing up as they hold on to couches, to tables, or to you. They also can get into sitting positions. Some children are actually sitting very comfortably at this age. So they sit without any support. They pull themselves to stand, and they are also able to crawl. Now, it's very important to act early by talking to your child's doctor if your 9-month-old child shows any of the following. If your child doesn't sit with help, if your child is not babbling, not saying mama, baba, dada, if your child is not playing any games involving back and forth play, such as the peekaboo that we talked about, if your child doesn't respond to own name, if your child doesn't seem to recognize familiar people, if your child doesn't look where you point, if your child doesn't transfer toys from one hand to another, these are red flags that we should be looking out for as parents. If you see any of these, please make sure you talk to your child's doctor and take action early, because early intervention works. I cannot stress enough how important early intervention is. I always say it's better for you to do something after you notice something and later realize that you really did not have anything to worry about. Your child was okay, but you did something about it. You took action. It's better to do that instead of noticing something, some of these red flags, do nothing, and then later realize, oh, I actually had something to worry about. There is something to worry about in my child. So always take action. You may be asking, are there some things that as a parent I can actually do with my child to help him or her grow and develop? And the answer is yes. So what are some of the things you can do to help your 9-month-old child learn and grow? First, pay attention to the way your child reacts to new situations and people. Try to continue to do things that make your child happy and comfortable, because you want your child to be comfortable. You want to provide a positive environment for him or her to learn. As your child moves around more, stay close so your child knows that you are near, because at this point you know they're afraid of strangers. So you don't want them to continue or to develop that fear as you're helping them grow and develop. Also, continue with routines. They are especially very important during this time of development. Mealtime routines, snack routines, shower time routine, outside routine, playtime routines. Develop some routines with your child or for your child. Also play games with my turn, your turn, and it can be as simple as blocks. Have some blocks, just say my turn, you put it on top of the other, your turn, you give your child a block and they put it on top. It can be also some things that you can put in a container. You are putting in and you're telling your child, put in my turn, put in, you put in, and then you help your child put in. So you are taking turn. You are teaching your child to take turn. Also, say what you think your baby is feeling. For example, if your child is crying, you can say, "You are so sad. Let's see if we can make you feel better." So communicate with your child. Talk to your child. Even if your child is not talking back, your child is understanding you. So make sure you're talking to your child so that you can help him or her develop and grow. This is a very important time in the child's life when it comes to brain development. Describe what your baby is looking at. For example, red, round ball. Let's say you are reading a book and there is a ball. You can say, ball, round ball, red ball. Label things as you see them for your child, because remember, children learn by modeling other people. So make sure you are modeling the right behavior, the right things, the right labels of objects. Also, talk about what your baby wants when he points at something. If your baby points at a book, say, "Oh, you want book." And then you get the book and you open it, and then you can help your child turn pages. So you are making all these interaction with your child teachable moments. Also, copy your baby's sounds and words. When they say something, they say dada, and then they say da 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 da, and then you can say it, because when they hear you say it, it's a reinforcement and they want to say that more. Ask for behaviors that you want. For example, instead of telling your child, "Don't start" or "Don't do that," say, "Time to sit, time to eat, time to sleep." So speak positively. Also teach cause and effect by rolling balls back and forth, pushing toy cars and trucks, and putting blocks in and out of a container. And I think I mentioned that as one of the things that you can do as a turn-taking play opportunity. So the list is limitless. There is so much you can do with your child to help them develop. Also, play peekaboo and hide and seek. And peekaboo, you just get a towel or a little blanket, put it in front of you, cover yourself, and then open it. Peekaboo! And kids find that very funny, and you'll have a lot of fun doing that. Read and talk to your baby. Read and talk to your baby. This is very important. This is very critical. Provide lots of room for your baby to move and explore in a safe area. Let them explore the room. Make sure it's safe for them to do that. It's safe for them to crawl around. It's safe for them to walk holding on to things. So just make that environment safe for them so that they can explore. Also, put your baby close to things that she or he can pull up on safely. So some of the things that the kid or the baby can pull, and they are safe, they won't come tumbling down. This is where we want to make sure that we are securing everything, and we are also giving them an opportunity to pull things, to exercise their hand muscles, and that will really be helpful. So these are some of the things that that you can do to help your 9-month-old child learn and grow. The list is endless. These are just examples, and that's really it for today. That's it for 9-month-old baby. Some of the red flags you need to be aware of, and some things that 9-month-old children are able to do. I am your host, Dr. Jane Paul. I look forward to speaking with you more. as we discuss developmental milestones as it relates to a 12-month-old baby. So see you next time. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at edslearninginstitute@gmail.com. edslearninginstitute@gmail.com. Thank you.